Okay, let's go. Today we're going to talk about Mr. Wim Hof, the Iceman, and his method. It's the guy on the photo. Mr. Wim Hof has around 30 world records in doing crazy stuffs. Among them, climbing Everest mountain with shorts, with fucking shorts. Yeah. So this is Mr. Wim Hof. His technique is about exposing the biology to the cold water and doing breathing exercise. So this improves the immune system and the health and everything, even our mental stuffs. Yeah. So for the people who look for the health and everything, this is one of the stuff you can play with. Regarding the health, I will put always the inclined bed very far number one action you can do for your health. The inclined bed. There is a video in my channel, and go for Mr. Andrew K. Fletcher. So today we talk about the Wim Hof method. But I will talk about it from a spiritual, evolutionary, supramental point of view. So, I have nothing against, of course, the health and stuff, but it's not my primary moving stuff. I would move for something for this reason, but also I'm very attracted to something that can help me establish this connection between the consciousness and the body for incarnating another level in the physical world and being this being with the body which reflects the level of consciousness, so this is the game more or less. So I'm gonna tell you how I used this method to dig a little bit deeper. So there is with Wim Hof we will start to take cold showers. Okay. I started doing this. I reduced the water for a couple of days, like a week, around a week, slowly going down. I said there is no point of suffering. I'm not into sadomasochistic stuffs. So I reduced the water temperature till I was entering in the cold water. So what I noticed is most of the cold water, the primary contact is just the habit of your skin, of your nerves. They are having a habit of having this warm water, but not the cold water. So it is just the signal that you get from your skin about the cold water, and this reaction of your body, because your body it doesn't have the habit of it, so it's kind of overreacting, So this is the point, and in this case we didn't even reach this temperature compensation of something. It's just the contact with the cold water. This is like the stuff that you have to put in mind, that will have to be a little bit adapted. Like your body will discover it's no problem, and you can discover, for example, that the back is very sensitive, because it seems to be a hot zone in the body, in how the body work. So the back and stuff, and the head is not, because it's exposed, and all this is a mechanic also of the temperature of your body related to circulation and everything. So there is some kind of habit of feeling the hot water and not the cold water. So it's just a habit, and you have to undo it a little bit. And then you will stay under the cold water, and see this reaction. Your body just built this heat and compensate this cold very quickly and adapt, and you feel then a lot of energy and stuff. So it's very pleasant. I mean, the good side of it is this more tonus you get and everything. And also we do a breathing exercise a little bit, get oxygenate, then stop breathing and everything. And it's very simple routine, so it has a good part of it. So I talk about it now from a spiritual, evolutionary, supramental side. So how I use it myself. what I have, how I use it. Like for example, I am sleeping. I'm not under the shower. I'm just in the bed. Just it's the morning, and my brain starts to think about the cold water, the shower, and he makes like with him his imagination. He makes those feelings of cold water. Oh, I am inside under the and in my bed in the warmth, and I'm gonna go in the cold water, and you start to have this discomfort while you are still in the bed, you know. So you see that the mental plays all the movie. He thinks he knows this experience. He made a recording of it, and he play it again, this false reality. And this false reality is even worse, more discomfort than going actually under the cold water. So this is the first lesson. So when you're mental, you see him making his imagination, this false reality, you say to him, I don't believe this crap. I don't believe it. The experience is always new. It's always new. I don't know. Till I'm not under the cold water, I don't know how is it the cold water. You know, I can only know it when there is the full experience with the body, with the fully conscious body, which is our direction. Our goal is to have this fully incarnated body. So we are using this Wim Hof method to a little bit undo the old structures and maybe discover something new. Okay. So I don't believe these feelings that the mental bring out of his pockets of his magician hat, you know, like rabbits, you know. I don't believe them. So I said, no, this is not true. This is not reality. I am in the bed, and when I go under the shower, I will know what's there. Now I don't know. So every new experience has to be fully new, and not believing the recordings, you know. So you will learn not to record in your life. So every day is something new. So yeah, so like I go under the water, and then this is very important point, listen carefully. Some people use their power of will, like they build their ego, their persona to go under the water and to be powerful and resist. So they are into duality. It's okay with this. I had this certain moment in my life and stuff, but now I am into something else. So I let the experience fully to the body. So I don't use any power. I don't use any judging. I just let the body have its full experience. So I say this cold water and the body, I just put nothing in between. So I give this body the full experience, and the cold water, no opposition, and I try to have the experience totally with every cell. So every cell is free. You are free. I don't tell you this is good, this is bad, this is discomfort. I let your full potential express. You cells, every one of your cells, every one of my biology, you know, intelligence, mechanic, how we call it, lively mechanic, you know. I let it live. I have to let it live and not put something on my body. So I let my body bring this potential out, you know. And this is with taking my ego, you know. This is the very specific point I do compared to most of the people. It's just I give it there, and I let the full experience to the body. So I try to be one with the body. There is not this guy riding the body and watching all this discomfort or something. No, there is just one thing, you know. So try to I don't know if I'm clear enough, but this is the very important stuff. So the memories of him, like the mental, like knowing what's gonna happen, no, and then the ego, like trying to be powerful or trying to be to judge the situation, no. I try to take off all this, you know, to let purely physical happening, you know. So this make my consciousness and the body going toward becoming just one. So this is one of the stuff I use this method, and it's doing its stuff. It has this it's a little bit pushing the business in the front, you know. So yeah, let's jump quickly to the breathing exercise. So in the breathing you get this oxygenation, and then you have this you cut breathing and everything. It's very simple to do, you know. It's a simple routine. And again, this also, when I get oxygenated and I stop breathing, what's happening? I stop something which has been related to the time the time we breathe. It's a rhythm. It's a rhythm. It's a mark of the time in our body. The breathing is one of the process that is relied on time. We breathe a certain number of time in the minute. If we stop, we can stay some time stop breathing, but we have to breathe again. So I don't care nothing about the performance, about what. I just observe how my body is put into the time by these breathing frequencies, and I see what happened if I am out of the time. My consciousness just put itself in what will be a body which doesn't rely on time, that will be a direct expression in the matter, and not having this biology system that are based on the time processes, So this is when I am into not breathing or stop to breathe, this apnea exercise, which are good for the health, Mr. Wim Hof, thank you. But I'm talking about an angle of trying to see what will be the next level of connection between the consciousness and the matter, which will be through the body, and a body which doesn't have a problem with time, doesn't have to do stuffs, cycles, biological systems that are based on time. What made this biology be related on these time cycles, on this movement of going and coming back, this wave system in the nature, in the biology? How would it be to be having a body which is directly manifesting its reality and totally independent from any cycle, any moving back and front, So this is a very important point of exploration. Okay, so like you understand, I'm talking a little bit out of the usual stuff. I'm mixing two stuff together, which is Wim Hof method and my exploration in the consciousness and in the body incarnation. Okay, so time, how the time is in the biology. What is it? What is making this and everything? So this is very interesting to explore also. So I think this is more or less the idea. I said what I have to say. So yes, you can play with this. Is definitely something you can play with for the supramental future beings. Okay, it's here. It's around the corner. We can do it. We can be crazy. Have a beautiful day.